All right, so we started this first half of the year and people were off track and everything like that. You didn't even know what direction you were going. We're in the second half. Now let's think about what do we need to do differently. And if you're trying to figure out what you need to do differently this second half of the year, check out this video. You're going to find out. Let's see you on the other side. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays. And as I mentioned before, we are doing something different. We're staying focused. We're starting the whole second half of this year. So what are you doing differently? The purpose of this video this week is to get you ready and prepared to move forward and what you need to do for the second half of the year. And what that is, run your race. See, a lot of us, if you never ran track and field, you need to know, hey, look, I need to stay in my lane. If you ever watch a track and field meet during the Olympics, those individuals who are running in their lanes or swimming in their lanes, they got to stay in their lanes. If they cross, they get disqualified. And that's how you need to be when it comes down to running your race in regards to being successful in the things that you're doing. That first half of the year, you may have started off with your 2020 vision. It's like, hey, I got what I want to go. I got my goals, I got my dream, I got my vision board going, but now the corona happened. Oh, I'm well on lockdown. All these different things happened. And, I lost my job because I got laid off because a lot of people are downsizing because of all the different things that are going on in the world. Hey, it's okay. It's time for you to get back up and let's go ahead and start running your race. That might have been a blessing for you, those who probably lost your jobs. Now it's gave you opportunity to execute on your book or start your own business or focus on the things that you want to do, like go back to school. You didn't have time to do it, now you have time. So that might be a blessing in disguise for you. Or you could be saying, hey, look, now I'm back at work, things are different. Now I really want to get promoted in my position, but I don't know everything is so different. I feel so overwhelmed. But guess what? If you really focus on the things that you need to do, figure out what's different, figure out how to maneuver through it, and let's run that race. Because if you focus on, hey, Jane or Bob or Tom or Michael or Johnny are doing this and that, hey, you can still be successful in that. Just stay in your lane, stay focused, and do the things that you need to do at a high level. So now it's time for you to run your race the way you should. And let's figure out how to do that. First, you need to write out your goals. What direction are you trying to get to? This is your race. You need to know what direction you need to go so you can be successful in achieving the best goals that you need to do. And then next thing is you need to stay focused. All these things that you're doing can happen to the left or right of you. It's going to happen. You may have stumbling blocks along the way. You may have something that blocks you and makes you not continue on, but guess what? You gotta stay in line of your goals. And number 3, you gotta be able to take action. So all these things that you've done, you got your goals, you got your focus, but if you're not taking action, it doesn't mean anything. I said that in several other videos. You gotta take action, and all it is. So if you're running your race, that means you're running literally in the direction you need to go. I say that if you're getting great content out of this, hey, hit the subscribe button and let me know that you want to get more content. Click that notification bell while you're at it. So back to what I was saying is running your race, you gotta stay in your lane. And let me give you a prime example of that. When I was in high school, right, I ran a track and field meet, right, and I ran the hurdles. I hadn't ran the hurdles since my freshman year, but it came down to my senior year and it was totally different. I had a friend named Ian Potter. He was very successful in the track and field and the hurdles. He went to Clemson. That's a whole nother story. But when I ran my race, I was actually one of the top runners going into the finals. I actually was in lane number 4. So it's considered one of the fast lanes. You got 3 and 4. I was in one of the fast lanes. And my friend Ian, before the race, he said early that day when we were at school, he said, Ricardo, I know you did successful in the quarterfinals, the semifinals. Now you're in the finals with me. I know you're a great runner, but you gotta run your race. This may be something that's you have never been at this level before. Yes, you have ran other races, but it's your time to run your race. It doesn't matter what goes on to the left or right of you. You gotta run your race. And I didn't listen to him. because when the gun went off, I slipped out of my blocks. And I tried to run to catch up with everybody else, but I could not, because guess what? I was running everybody else's race and not running my race. And I was distracted by the things that are going on the left and right of me, in front of me. And guess what? I started hitting hurdles. I started getting distracted. I kept hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. And I could not make it to the point where I was successful like I was in all the other races. The reason why I was successful in other races is because I ran my race. But that race, I did not win. I say all that to say to you, if you're not running your race, how can you expect to be successful if you're looking to the right or to the left of you or what's ahead of you? You got to stay focused in what you can control. And that's kind of like the serenity prayer. Recognize the things that you can control. And if you can't, allow God to bring it to your remembrance or to your understanding. So I want you to run your race. I want you to be successful in all the things. We're in this together. As I mentioned always, you're not in this by yourself. If you want more help, hey, leave me a comment or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. I'll leave the links on here too, so you can run your race and I help guide you. And also, whatever you're doing, whatever your race is, hey, leave me a comment so I know what race you're running and I can probably help guide you along the way. I hope this is a wonderful Wake Up Wednesday for you. I hope this brings great content. This content helps inspire you to continue to stay focused on your goals, and let's be successful. Let's not lose sight. Until next week, keep going, and remember to like, subscribe, and click that notification button so I can continue to give you great content and keep you inspired. Until next week, peace.